Hello, my name is Anthony Oliver Jr., and today I'm here with Miss Amy Lynch, and we are here to discuss a couple of mildly conflicting problems in her life. So, Miss Lynch, how are you today?
I'm okay. I'm 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 struggling a little bit, but I'm okay.
Struggling in terms of,
Well, my brother-in-law's in the hospital, so we're a little bit nervous.
right,
We don't really know what's wrong with him, and he's been sick for the last 7 or 8 weeks. So yeah, stressed about that.
I can understand that, honestly. Um, so, has any of his extended family and such had come down because of this matter?
His brother lives in Richmond. He came down, and then we have some family in Philadelphia. They come down to try to help out since he's been in the hospital. He's also, lost his job right before this, so it's a big issue with insurance, and they're a little worried about just their livelihood, and we're concerned for them. And then we're mainly concerned because he just doesn't know what's wrong with him. He feels so sick.
Now, you said he lost his job. Where did he work?
He worked for a food distribution company
Right.
that, I mean, he worked from home, but with the COVID and the pandemic, there's been a lot of layoffs and stuff. So,
Yeah. Now, you said this happened about 7, 8 months ago.
or weeks ago.
Weeks ago. Okay.
Yes.
So you said it happened about 7, 8 weeks ago. Did anything prompt you or your family when it happened? Did he come to you, or did you guys see anything? Like what?
We knew he was sick. We knew that he wasn't feeling well because we all kind of just thought it was a flu. He's a super private person, so it really didn't come fully out until maybe the last 3 weeks. And his wife, he had really asked to keep it private within their family, but then it became an issue where she just needed some help. And so then we felt bad about that too, that we didn't know what was going on.
I understand that, especially with who he is as a person. I can attest to that for myself. I am a very private person, and I kind of have to stay in that kind of lane as well. So, is there anything that I can help you with? How can we truly get past this problem if there can be assistance?
I don't know. I'm just stressed. I just feel like maybe just talking it through would help me, just because I don't really know what to do, and I feel helpless
Right.
in the situation.
I mean, there's truly not much. But have you been able to help him with whatever he needed, whatever he could ask?
So right now, he's in the hospital. So we have definitely gone to the hospital and seen him when we could visit. And, praying for him. And we asked if they needed anything else, but right now they say there's not a lot that we can do. It's just making me feel really nervous when I'm at work. I just don't know what to do about me being nervous.
No, I mean, well, I would say for her sake, there could be anything that you could think of. Is there anything that you could think of that could take your mind off these types of things? Because things like this happen. I think that's to possibly,
Like distraction.
are there any distractions that you know of that you kind of enjoy that you help yourself with?
Oh, yeah, I have been, I got a paint by numbers kit for Christmas, and I've been doing that. That helps me not to worry or think about things that are going on.
Now, can you kind of explain to me the nature of paint by numbers? I'm not very familiar with it, so
Yeah, it's a big canvas, and there's little numbers in it, and they send you the paint set and everything, and then they send you like a map to show you what colors and what. So I've been trying to do that a lot, just at night particularly, because that's when I get like stressed or worried is at nighttime.
yeah, honestly, it sounds kind of fun. I'm kind of into that. Anything else that you can think of, like any shows or any movies that you enjoy?
Yeah, I think that I watch TV some too, but I think probably when I get nervous, I don't mean to, but I pace a lot. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I could exercise more or something.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of different things that you could do to distract yourself from what's going on. Honestly, I think when something happens and you pace them, it could lead to something else. Honestly, that could be, you know, honestly, you kind of just didn't use up. You could just for exercising because walking, running, doing anything of that nature could help when you're in that nervous state of, okay, it's like, okay, do something to just kind of take your mind. So who knows? There might be other things that can help you. And honestly, that's all strive for is just to help because at the end of the day, the only thing that you can do is just so much.
Yeah, I definitely feel like out of control in this situation. Like it's not a lot that I can do. So it makes me nervous and then you feel pretty helpless with the situation. So I guess I could continue to paint and try to exercise and do something with my nervous energy or whatever. It just makes me nervous that we don't know. I think that's the unknown makes me so nervous.
It's definitely one of the things that is a constant in this world, the unknown. And I think that, for myself is that I've come to understand that the unknown is just there. And the only thing that you can truly do is control what you can control. So I would just say that if there are things that you can do those. Then try and take yourself away from all that nervous energy because I would say that it's never really that good. But so
yeah, so in the moment, like, okay, so that's something that I could do, like if I was forward thinking, right? So if I was thinking about things that were bothering me, then I could distract myself. But in the minute when you're so nervous, and you're kind of panicking about that, I guess what do I do then?
Yeah, well, I think that's at the time where you have to understand that, for yourself that you're going to get into that moment, so you have to plan ahead. If you could, I mean, it just would. I would say for most things that we do, we always plan ahead, correct? Going on trips, going to see friends, family, whatever. You just plan ahead for those things. But I plan ahead for things that may make you nervous or put you in bad situations. That way, you can bring yourself out of it, or help yourself kind of just distract from all of that. That's why I was asking, like, if there are any other distractions that you may enjoy, because think about it in terms of people getting into a car crash. The only reason why most of the people get into a car crash is because they are distracted by something, correct? So why not make it kind of like a good car crash? Something bad is already happening. Something is distracting you from it. So that, yeah, the bad thing is going to be there. But there's no use in really just staring at it. Something else to do.
So just plan for the
nervous energy.
nervousness.
Yeah.
So just say if I'm going to be nervous about this, and there's definitely something I could do. I could immediately like go for a walk outside, or
because I mean, look, you're already there. Something's going on. Step outside, get a fresh breath of air. 10-minute walk, come back inside refreshed. Now you're feeling a little bit better about the situation. You think a little bit more clearly to figure out things that may or may not work with whatever's going on. Are there any other stresses that are causing you? A little bit of.
No, I think that's the main thing, but it just causes me some worry at work. So I definitely this carries over into like other parts of your life when you're worried about family specifically.
Yeah, no, I worry about my family quite a bit, and even our dog Apollo, he's essentially my little brother. He's going in for another ACL surgery. I was worried sick when he was going through his thing because this is his second one on his left leg, or his first one on his left leg, and he already had one on his right. So we don't know how he's going to react after this surgery. And I'm worried sick because I've got assignments and all these other things going on, but in reality, the only thing that I can control is what I have to do, what I have to do going forward. And that would be the only thing that you can control because he's already doing his thing and he's got to fight it. So what's the use of you worrying so much on him? Just make sure to check on him every once in a while and make sure he's okay. But focus on what you can control. So
yeah, sometimes that happens to me. Sometimes I like fortune tell a little bit and I make a situation like in my mind a little bit worse than it is just because I tend to think like of the worst case scenario versus like thinking the best case scenario.
Absolutely, and honestly, it's human nature to do so. I've known that for years now. It's okay to have those situations. Trust me, in this, and you wouldn't be human if you didn't.
Mhm.
But the one thing that I would say is to try and minimize them so that you can get everything done in a timely manner, and when they need you the most, you can give them the most energy that you have at that time. So that's truly all I can say
Okay.
to you.
I will do my best.
Of course.
Thank you, AJ.
Of course.